Just had someone say that exercise and a bad diet is better than great diet and no exercise outside of everyday activities. Thoughts? No. And the reason for this is quite simple. You could exercise and still eat your way into being morbidly obese. Or you could exercise and simply undereat your way to being, I can't say that word online, but you know what I'm saying. Now, does it become harder to overeat when you are exercising consistently? Yes. But in the end, there is a reason I am TNF. T, nutrition and fitness. Because the nutrition is going to make a far bigger difference for your overall health and your overall physique than the actual exercise. And trust me, as somebody that is into bodybuilding, that's into training, that's trying to build muscle, it's very important to me that I exercise and that I do it in the proper manner. But if I don't have my diet in check, you guys aren't going to look twice at my physique. If I don't have my diet in check, I am going to get unhealthy very, very fast. And that's what happens when you live in an obesogenic environment where you have food available to you constantly.
Listen, it's 2025 and people still believe that you can out-exercise a bad diet, all right? So many people say, oh my God, I did my steps, but I did my steps, or I'm going to do my steps. I did 20K steps, why am I not losing weight? You're eating like shit, all right? The fact of the matter is, if you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to lose fat, your nutrition is the most important thing. No, not exercise. Obviously, you want to build muscle in the gym. You want to work out in the gym. We all know that shit. But too many of you guys work hard and then think you deserve results. But you're working hard in the gym, but you're not working smart. All right, you're burning calories in the gym, but guess what? You're not in a calorie deficit. Just because you burn fat doesn't mean you're going to lose fat. People don't understand that. Like, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Here's the thing. If you sit at home all day, you're burning fat, just existing. All right, your metabolic processes, organ function, right? Keeping whatever muscle you have, eating, neat, all of that stuff is going to be energy. All right, you're going to be burning fat. Now, if you eat below your maintenance, you're going to lose fat, even though you're sitting around all day. If you eat above your maintenance, like most of you guys do, you're going to gain fat, right? So most people, they go to the gym, they work hard, they're burning calories, they're burning fat. You know, they're breaking down their muscles, so if they eat right, they'll build back the muscle. However, they don't eat right, right? They eat a bunch of fast food, they eat a bunch of bullshit, and then they eat in the calorie surplus, high fat, and then they end up gaining fat, and they wonder why. They're like, yo, that's not fair. Like, I have bad genetics, it's not working. No, you're not doing the bare minimum to lose fat, which is tracking your calories. It's not that complicated, it's not that deep. It's literally that simple. But so many people will do anything except what actually works. Listen, I'm gonna say this again. If you want to lose fat, stop doing these 20K steps a day, stop doing these 15K steps a day and shit. Stop doing everything but actually eating what you need to and paying attention to what you eat. You guys are overcomplicating this shit like crazy. It's hilarious to me because I'll be getting lean, you know, our clients will be getting lean, my friends will be lean, and people will be like, yo, what the heck? Like, what are you guys doing, bro? Like, I already tried that, and, you know, I tried to get lean, and I lost a lot of muscle, and I lost fat, because you probably did keto for a short period of time, right? You probably did carnivore for a short period of time. Here is the thing. When you incorporate healthy foods into your diet, even if you're lazy and you don't want to track it, when you incorporate healthy foods into your diet and you don't eat goofy shit, you're going to lose fat. All right. Now, when you start to track your calories and make sure you're in a calorie deficit while eating high protein, you're going to lose fat. The thing is that you can be the hardest worker in the gym, work out 7 days a week, do a 1 hour, you know, good strength training session, and then 30 minutes of Stairmaster, and still gain fat, still become obese because of what you're eating. So many people go on the Stairmaster for an hour and they're still obese, they're still overweight, they still have high cholesterol because of their nutrition. Me, I don't touch the Stairmaster, and guess what? Low cholesterol because of nutrition, right? And if I go on the Stairmaster, I could still, you know, it's going to be easy for me because I'm eating what I need to eat, right? I'm going to be in pretty decent shape on the Stairmaster. All right, it's literally that simple. When you are trying to lose fat, focus primarily on your nutrition and a calorie deficit because, like I said, when I'm getting lean, I'm getting 1 to 2K steps a day. All right, and people are like, wait, that's not optimal. That's not this, that's not that. The fact of the matter is, I am going to be 100% on nutrition every day. It's not negotiable for me. You guys negotiate with your nutrition when you feel a certain way. You negotiate with your non-negotiables. I don't negotiate with nutrition, so guess what? I'm going to be hitting protein every day. I'm going to be in a deficit every single day, right? And I get in and out of cuts faster than most people. Like most people will cut are in a 3-year cut because they can't keep, you know, they can't stay consistent. So they went from 30% body fat to 25 in 3 years because they're not actually consistent in their cut. They keep giving in to nutrition, but like, and then they try to overcompensate with cardio and they're like, dang bro, but I'm doing cardio. Nobody fucking cares. Results care about the work that you put in. You guys get angry at everything except what's actually causing you to not reach your goals, which is yourself. All right. The only thing you should be angry with is your past self, and then change your current habits so your future self will be in a different position and you'll be proud of yourself. All right. But you guys get mad at everything like, man, that's not fair. Like the food is so good. It's so seasoned. Or, you know, well, I was busy. No, shut up, bro. You can't simultaneously be fat and busy. All right. It doesn't make any sense. Being fat and busy is the biggest scam of all time. It's the biggest myth of all time when people say that shit. Because how the fuck are you consuming 4,000 calories a day and you're busy? You are spending majority of your time eating. All right. Another thing is a lot of people scroll on their phones and they're not efficient. Track your calories. You're already on your phone scrolling TikTok. Just start scrolling MyFitnessPal or Calorie King or Chronometer or anything but Cal AI app. Start actually scrolling and typing stuff in, and you'll realize like, oh wow, that's why I wasn't losing fat, because I wasn't tracking what I needed to. Right? Like the nutrition factor. There's so many people that will do anything but change their nutrition. They're addicted to food. They're emotional with food. Right? And it's like, that's how you're gonna get the fucking results, bro. That's what separates the lean people from everybody else. Like that's why when someone sees someone who's lean, they're like, oh, they did something I couldn't. Like when people they come to me, they're like, yo, what's the secret, or what do you do? I'm doing something they can't do, which is the nutrition. All right. And if they ask me what I do, and I start with nutrition, I can see their face change. They're like, fuck that. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of you guys do. You guys try to get 20K steps a day, wasting your fucking time. All right. All right. If you're getting 20K steps and you're not 10% body fat and you don't have, a lot of muscle mass, you're literally just wasting time. A lot of you guys aim for exercise. This misconception of a bunch of exercise will burn more fat, have you lose more fat than cardio. I mean, then nutrition is just the dumbest misconception of all time. It's extremely inefficient, extremely inefficient. And then you increase your risk of losing muscle. If you want to maintain your muscle mass and you want to lose a lot of fat, guys, track what you eat in a calorie deficit, stop overcomplicating the shit. And no, don't avoid carbs. All right. I'm going to keep saying this, not avoid carb shit, because it's hilarious to me how people are so scared of carbs. And the same people who are scared of carbs are the same people who are eating Skittles, drinking liquor, and eating fried foods 24/7. Like when you don't track your calories, best believe if you're above 20% body fat and you're above the 250 mark, I will say this, but best believe you're eating 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day. You're eating 500 grams plus of carbs. So when you're cutting, it doesn't matter if you have insulin resistance. If you eat 250 grams of pineapples and watermelon and, white rice, white potatoes, all of that stuff with high protein, you're going to be losing fat. You're going to be losing visceral fat. And then your A1C is going to go down, and then you're going to be healthy. All right. I don't know what this misconception is. Like, oh my God, white rice is bad. And people will say they're fat as fuck. Oh my God, pineapples are bad. And people will say they're fat as fuck because they eat candy. All right. They're eating candy and cookies and pizza. And they're drinking liquor. All right. So listen, simplifying this shit one more time. The bare minimum, first of all, to get lean is, first of all, get out your emotions. A lot of you guys get too emotional when it comes to getting lean. A lot of you guys get extremely, by emotional, I mean, you guys are like, nah, it's not fair. What are you talking about? You didn't meet it's X plus Y equals Z. It's a basic equation. Lift weights to build muscle, eat in a high protein calorie deficit. That's X plus Y, right? And then you get your results. But you guys will do X, right? You guys will lift weights, and then you'll try to replace Y with like extra cardio, and then just eat like shit. You're not going to get your results. So stop getting emotional about, the results you're not getting from the work you're not even fucking putting in. If you are not tracking your protein, carbs, your fats, your sugar, right, and your overall calories, obviously, and you're not in a deficit, you shouldn't expect bare minimum results. It doesn't make any sense, because that's the bare minimum. That is not impressive. If you tracked your calories for 2 weeks, that's not impressive. That means for 2 weeks you did what you're supposed to do because you're fat as shit. Like that's not impressive. That's like you're 200K in debt and you pay off 1K in 2 weeks, and you want a cookie or something like that. You're nowhere near zero, but you took the first step. That's good, but you're nowhere near zero. All right, you still have to pay off another 199K of debt. That's exactly how this fat loss stuff is. Like, people are like, dang, bro, I did everything I needed to for these past 2 weeks. I only dropped 2 pounds. You didn't do everything you needed to. You ate regular like you're supposed to be eating, but you're eating in a deficit, which is out of balance, because you've eaten in a surplus for so long, which is also out of balance. All right. So in order to get to a balanced state, you have to do the opposite of what you were doing before. And the weekend shit, a lot of you guys are people who do good during the week, and then on weekends you for some reason binge. You obviously never went to algebra 1. You don't even need algebra 1. You just need basic math. All right. Get you a fucking calculator and realize that if you need 2,000 calories to lose 2 pounds per week, and you ate 2,000 calories for 4 days, and then Friday night you start your binge through Sunday, and you ate 10,000 calories probably in those 3 days, you're going to be closer to maintenance. All right. You're not going to lose any fat. And then you get mad, but you didn't do the mathematical equation. So nutrition is probably one of the biggest things that force you to be accountable and make you look in the mirror and be like, damn, bro, like I really have to stop snacking at night. Dang, bro, I really don't need that extra snack. Dang, bro, I shouldn't be eating pizza every time, I watch football. Dang, I shouldn't be drinking liquor every time I watch football. Dang, I shouldn't be eating my grandma's food, every time I go over there. Like, you're going to start making these decisions and realizing exactly why you are gaining so much fat, because it is really ridiculous this stupid misconception, and then people will actually come in here and be like, no, I disagree. You're not lean. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you disagree. This is basic ass math, and you're not lean. People who are like 20% body fat saying, no, you can walk and get lean, then why the fuck are you fat? All right, I'm not listening to you. I'm not. All right, it's always the fat shit. Y'all always want to talk about the fat shit and the cardio and the just be more active, just be more active, bro. Your issue is nutrition. All right, majority of people's issue is nutrition. All right, because surprisingly, right, I've audited a lot of people. Surprisingly, people are actually more active than you guys think. I know that we're a car-centric society and stuff like that, but you'll be surprised at people's activity level, like 4 workouts a week, 6 to 15K steps for most people. Their nutrition is just so bad that it's offsetting all those calories that they're burning throughout the week. All right, so that's how important nutrition is. And by the way, you can always adjust nutrition to your activity level, right? Because what if you're relying on 15K steps to be in a deficit, and then one day you can't get 15K steps? You could just adjust your calories, right? Simple. But also, when you do more cardio to try to lose fat and you don't, have the best nutrition, body composition is going to suffer, which is why you'll see people who are like super lean with high muscle mass, and you'll be like, dang, I just want to look like him. He has a good shoulder waist ratio. They're literally just, if they do cardio, it's low intensity, right? Their step count is low. Their strength is high in the gym as far as like they're maintaining their strength through their cut, and they're focusing on nutrition. Very, very simple. All right.